So one of my favorite things to do on the Kamado Joe is to get an entire meal up, ready to go, hot at the same time. I'm talking the sauce, the protein, the sides, and one of the best ways to do that is stir fry. So I've altered this method a little bit. We're gonna be using a piece of Kvaroy Arctic salmon today and using a method I call the grill steam. Let's get in the action. So when you're doing any kind of fast cook or stir fry, it's important to have your vegetables and all your mise en place together. And notice how I've got very fibrous things like these carrots in very small bits and pieces, whereas this edamame is shelled, ready to go. The shiitakes here are sliced, and then I've got some bell peppers we had left over from a scallop dish garnish, which would make a great garnish for this dish. We've got bok choy here, which we're gonna put a knife through.
I love bok choy.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I like baby bok choy better, but this is absolutely perfect for what we're doing. Notice I just cut those leafy greens large, and then I'm gonna go a little smaller on the more fibrous and water-bound kind of root system here. And that's what we want to see. Okay, so this is just perfect. And you can imagine this melange of deliciousness stir frying together, a piece of fish searing on one side, and then we flip it on top of all these vegetables, and everything finishes at the same time. So one last toss of all the vegetables, the seared fish flips onto it, we shut the dome, we sprinkled a little bit of soy sauce or tamari, seasoned rice wine vinegar. Let's just do it. Enough talking. I do this, you know.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah. Well, I need to walk through it in my head, okay? So let's go ahead and slice this chili pepper, just little rounds, nothing crazy. And
hitting all the major colors too.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it as well. It should look gorgeous. It should taste fantastic. And this is going to bring a little heat as well. So I'm going to kind of keep that to the side there because we'll sprinkle that in the end. And a little bit of onion to bring a little sweetness to the dish as it caramelizes will be nice as well. Not too much onion though. So let's go ahead and put a little oil on our flat top. Come on, take a look. We're stabilized at 450 degrees. Now it could be a little less if we wanted it to be, but 450 is fine. 400, 425 would be all right as well. And I'm going to use my spatula here and just spread that oil out a little bit. And first thing we're going to do is put on some of our fibrous things. So I'm going to go with those onions and that bok choy. And we're going to get some mustard.
Immediately smells amazing.
Yeah. And it's exciting, right? Even the noises that are being made, the aromas that are being thrown. Those onions are just talking to me right now. And you're going to lose some stuff down in the flame. That's A-okay. All right. I'm going to save the greenery for later because we don't want that to wilt, but I'll find some of these more fibrous pieces. And now on this other side, I want to get that salmon started. So another little bit of oil there. We'll take the presentation side of this Kvaroy Arctic salmon. Today for seasoning, we've chosen Lane's Barbecue Kunami. I like the caramelization from the sweetness from the turbinado. I like the garlic and onion powders, the togarashi, and we'll just lay that right there. Oh, do the drag test first, right? If it drags and doesn't stick, you're ready to go. So perfect. We'll go ahead and season the other side of that while we're at it. Let's go ahead and throw a little seasoning on these vegetables as well. Good. And every once in a while, just turn these, agitate the vegetables a little bit. And then flatten them back out. Let's go ahead and bring our garlic on over. And if we're not ready to add it, we can still put it on top and just not have it mixed in yet. So it's sitting there, a little garlic time bomb for us. Bring in some of our other vegetables. That's going to be a nice bit of color there. Oh yeah. Salmon's doing great. Let's use a spatula. Take a look. Great caramelization there. So I'm just going to set this down, give this one more toss. Oh yeah. Again, mound it up and then kind of set it flat. start to smell that garlic. Now we want to hit it with our liquid. We're going to go today with a little bit of rice wine vinegar, seasoned rice wine vinegar. Soy sauce or tamari, not too much. Fish right on top. Close that dome and let the grill steam happen, right? We got nice caramelization. The vegetables are started. They're on their way to being finished, right on top. We don't want those vegetables to be too soft, and we don't want that salmon to be too cooked. So we're perfectly on our way. Now we kind of take a look over here and get our garnishes sorted out. We know we're gonna finish with that beautiful red pepper, maybe a little black and white sesame seed, touch of these leafy greens, and some of these bell peppers. And then we can even glaze our fish if we wanted to with any kind of glaze that you like. I've seen this one in Publix quite a bit, so I picked that up today. It is a stir-fry sauce. You don't have to use that. You can make your own, easy peasy. But let's go ahead and take a look at the fish and the vegetables, of course. Oh yeah, beautiful. And if I wanted to, I could move this fish over, toss everything again, and just mix in that garnish. Those leaves, those bell peppers. Oh my gosh, that red pepper. Black and white sesames. A little bit more of the tsunami. And now let's fold it in so those greens begin to wilt. Magic is happening. Put that fish right on top. It's going to provide a little positive pressure as well. All right, team, we're about a minute away. Let's bring our presentation plate on over. Oh my gosh.
It smells unbelievable. Eric.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And now we're just going to take some of that glaze right over the top. And some of that's going to get onto the vegetables as well and provide a nice little sugar content as well. I'll just kind of chip away at the edges here and put them right in the center of the plate.
It really was a really quick cook.
Yeah. This is a Tuesday night. This is a Saturday night meets Tuesday, you know what I mean? Grill steam. You're not going to find that method anywhere else except here. Plate architecture. Building, height, different colors, different flavors, different textures. This is a very well-rounded dish that's super simple. And look at those colors. Oh my gosh, you could throw some cashews in there. Would be excellent. Sunflower seeds. Oh geez, look at that, Nathan. Say I won't. And then you know I saved up some of this for garnish. A little more red perhaps. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. You know, that's gonna throw me off right there, and don't think I didn't see you over there either. You know, we eat with our eyes. It'd be a shame to have that sit there for all eternity on a YouTube video. Any ingredient in this whole thing is substitutable. So if bok choy is not singing your song or mushrooms offend your soul, sub it out. You know what I mean? Sub it out. Okay, let's get a bite of the whole shebang. I want all the flavors, all the textures, all the colors. You know I'm going in for that shiitake too. Get over here. Look at that. What are you supposed to do with that? It's delicious. Delicious. You get so much joy out of the tradition of lighting the fire. You get so much joy out of cooking for other people. You get so much joy from just being around the thing. It's a lifestyle piece. All of a sudden, it's ruining your ability to go out to eat in restaurants because you can do it better at home. Like I'm not saying that this is better than anything I've had in a restaurant in quite some time, but this is better than anything I've had in a restaurant in quite some time. You know, it's pretty darn good, and that's quantity for leftovers too, which are perfect for the next day for me. This is my version of meal prep. Make big quantities, you know. In all seriousness, the flavors just come through fantastically. Like everything has its individual note. I probably put a little too much sauce on there. I'll tell you, looking at this plate, so back it off a little bit on the sauce. I'll write the recipe and put it on the YouTube channel for the right quantities there. But fantastic, and such a fun dish to do too. Have all your little cups mise en place of your carrots and of your onion and everything, and it's just fun. It's just adding things and flipping things and being interactive with the grill and with the flame. Great dish. So folks, if you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button. Please do leave us a comment. Remember, delicious doesn't have to be difficult, and from our backyard to yours, cheers and happy grilling.